All right, listen up. I know you're carrying a big load for being a rookie, but we need you to step up tonight. With 2 starters out, we're going to have to lean on you even more.
Yeah, whatever we need, Coach. I got you. I got us.
Good. And you might have to play the entire game. Our depth is taking a big hit here.
Yeah, don't trip, Coach. I'm only 19. In Europe, conditioning is everything, so I'm actually built for this.
Good. And, man, I remember being your age. Now I have to ice my knees after practice.
Yeah, that's why I'm never getting old like you.
Good luck with that, kid.
All right, I'll see you out there, Coach.
All right, man.
Look for MP to play heavy minutes tonight as his team deals with injuries to 2 of its starters. And I spoke with MP prior to tip-off, and all he had to tell me was, next man up.
Good, MP. Go MP, let's go. Those kicks, MP.
As we enter tonight's game, there is a clear favorite, RJ, in this one.
That's true. I can tell you something else. Underdogs do win, and they do hear all the noise, so let's let this game be decided on the court.
Something we talked about not too long ago was MP's mission to be the best of his rookie class, really trying to distinguish himself.
Well, to his credit, MP has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. They've got Clark. Jalen Wells is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's Coward in at the 2 spot. Here's Cornette. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. There's the pick. Just 5 on the clock. They get it back. And he uses the glass on the way.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
To the left side wing. Pass to Clark. Here's Jerome. Here's Coward. Misses the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Cornette passes to MP, and Morris throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Pass to Wells. Back to Jerome. Now Aldama. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Takes the three, and it's sent back by Morris. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Santi Aldama taking 3 shots.
Free throw good from Aldama. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Good on the second free throw. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And he makes all 3. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Harper kicks to Cornette. And here's Vassell from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Vassell has no confidence behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it out.
Clark finds Jerome. The 3. Aldama can't hit.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. You take a look at Harper. He's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in this season for him.
And he hasn't been quite as quick as some of the other first-year guys in terms of settling in, but I think he's just about to come into his own.
Yeah, it takes most guys a little while to find their way at this level. Trust me, it is not easy to make the jump to the NBA.
Spurs leading by 4. Now here's Harper. Inside. And Morris throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And Jerome has got the ball here for Memphis. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Here's Jerome. 14 points from him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Johnson finds Morris. Here's Cornette. He's covered by Clark. Back to Morris. 4 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Johnson, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Clark. Here's Aldama. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Harper. Jerome passes to Aldama. Hits it from three-point range. Aldama's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morris outside. Now Cornette. He's covered by Clark. To the inside. Morris. And MP throws it down.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving it around. Here's Coward. And a miss there on the triple. Harper kicks to Cornette. Now here's Vassell. The drive by MP.
Great burst. MP is tough to stop once he gains a step.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Coward. Here's the floater. Aldama gets the bucket. 8 points for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Wells. Still yet to score. Pass to Jerome. To the paint. He's looking for Aldama and finds him. Got a piece of it. Johnson surveying the floor. Cornette passes to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here is Morris. Guarded by Jerome. Bucket is good. MP's got 10 points in the game.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. Check in for Johnson. Grizzlies making a switch here. We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. MV is number 1.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
Pass to Spencer. Jerome in the corner. It's good from long range.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
And so here's Memphis, following the bucket by the Spurs.
Sharp defensive instincts from MP, showing off his IQ as a defender.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Clark. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Scottie Pippen in for Ty Jerome. Gibson passes to Caldwell-Pope. Out left to the wing. Outside Jackson. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, becoming better at setting up his teammates, and KCP delivers that pass on target.
NP passes to McLaughlin. Here's Champagnie. Barnes up top. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Here's Plumlee. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's Pippen. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Plumlee. The rebound by Gibson. And so it's MP making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Scottie Pippen. Jackson is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Hendricks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Morris throws it down.
This gives you an idea of MP's potential. It shows the type of scorer he can become.
Pippen, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside for Jackson, pass to Pippen. Jackson setting the pick here for Pippen. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Now here's Jackson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Over Morris. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got the lead up to 2 now for Memphis.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Spurs working the ball around now. Push in, no stopping MP.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest. We get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA.
And with the names on that list, you know we're going to have a crazy competition this year.
You take a look at Harper. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's MP. He picked up 33 points in their last one against Minnesota.
And on top of that, he made a massive impact with his rebounding.
And the rejection by Jackson. Jerome passes to Jackson. Back to Jerome. Pass to Wells. Here's Coward. Jerome in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss. Vassell outside. They grab their own miss. Barnes looking around. Morris. It's rebounded by Memphis. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jerome passes to Jackson. Now Jerome. Wells finds Jerome. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice play.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Vassell outside. Back to Johnson. Vassell outside. There's a good screen. Traps in the tray. Vassell's got 6 points.
Just too easy for Vassell. Got to run him off the line.
Pass to Coward. And here is Clark. Here's Coward, covered by Vassell. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wells has got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pushing it up. And the dunk by Jackson.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run. Oh, my!
Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Here's Jerome. 5 points in the game. Pass to Wells. Back to Jerome. Memphis moving it around. Here's Coward. Jerome deciding where to go with it. MP with the block. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll take on Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know, most teams might get worried at a long road schedule like this one, but they've been so good away from home. I think they might be looking forward to it. You have to respect what this team can do.
Oh, MP slamming it down.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Jerome. Offline with his 3.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly. Let's get that.
Count that one. Morris has got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
1:43 left now here in the second. No good from Clark. Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies, just way behind.
And for the Grizzlies, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are.
Back to Jerome. Wells in the corner. Pass to Coward. Trying to get something going. Yes, that goes in.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Morris. Here's Cornett. It's Clark Clark with the rebound. Last game for the Spurs. They picked up the W against the Timberwolves at Target Center. To the middle. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Morris. Aldama with the rebound. Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pass to Jerome. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Morris inside, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Tie game in San Antonio. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
34.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say Shaq is the king of sponsorships?
Interesting question, Ernest. Shaq, I do see you a lot in a lot of commercials, but I don't know if I call you the king of anything.
Ernie is right. I am indeed the king of sponsorship. Everybody wants the big Diesel stamp of approval.
Shaq, you ever think of doing any pro bono work? I've got a neat spot that I think you'd be perfect for.
Where's that restaurant at?
Now let's take a look at this San Antonio Spurs game, which has been very competitive.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they can get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul you? Freebies?
Nah, it was usually and one. Free throws were just a bonus.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
And Jerome has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Luke Cornett is out there with MP. Then there's Harper. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Johnson in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. Nails the baby hook.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Memphis trailing here. Pass to Coward. Here's Clark. Now Jerome. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. MP deciding where to go with it. Cornett with it. He's against Clark. Cornett can't get it to go. Pass to Coward. Back to Jerome with the lead. Drills it from outside. Jerome's got his 3rd basket of the night. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Harper, no good.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Pass to Wells. Back to Aldama. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 5 to shoot. This one for 3. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Comes up empty down low.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
And then Clark slams it in.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Down low. A floater. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut to just 1 point on the basket for Morris.
Soft floater. You see how MP has really improved his craft.
Pass to Jerome. There's a screen by Aldama. Out to the wing. Clark, the pass to Jerome. Shoots over Harper. Jerome, no good.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Aldama's got 11.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Johnson outside. And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Morris using his athleticism. MP with the point.
Get used to seeing that out of Harper. He's going to pile up the assists over the years.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Pass to Aldama. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Aldama's got 5 points now in the quarter. To the inside. And Morris throws it down.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
Memphis has gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Jerome with it. He's got 8. But Trey. Vassell grabs the board.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Here's Aldama, covered by Morris. It's good. Clark's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
And I love that range there from Clark. At this point in his development, it's not as daunting as trying to be a consistent 3-ball shooter.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Switch here. Barnes is... checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Spencer's checked in. Here is Harper. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Johnson finds Morris. And MP throws it down.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Coward, trailing by 2. Pass to Spencer. There's a screen by Aldama. And it's Coward missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Wells with the steal. Here's Aldama. It's stolen by Johnson. Barnes passes to Morris. And he finishes inside.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Spencer. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. Launches it from deep. Rebound, San Antonio. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. A steal. Here's Aldama. MP grabs the miss. Morris has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Harper. It's Clark with the rebound.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
1:31 left in the third. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
When you see the impact of Jalen Wells and what he's done on the defensive end, Richard, it's still surprising he went in the second round.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of teams kicking themselves right now for passing on him because Wells has shown at a very young age how incredible of a defender he can be.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Champagnie. Now, here's MP. Guarded by Jackson. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Now, here's Clark. Now, Jerome. Covered by Vassell. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jackson.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Outside Jackson to the wing on the left. Here's Jerome. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like they had a sixth sense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Also, G.G. Jackson out there, and it's Hendricks in at the 5. Outside Jackson. And stolen by MP. Here's Vassell. From down in the low post, it goes.
More Vassell scores inside, the more it frees up his mid-range game. That is essential to his success.
Now Jerome. Pass to Hendricks. Now Jackson. Plumlee with the rebound.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built and that's why they are in control.
Crafty finish by the forward Barnes. Nice job taking it to the teeth of the defense and converting.
Caldwell Pope outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Caldwell Pope. Off target with his 3. Spurs leading by 8. Vassell drives in. Pass to Morris. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And for Memphis, they're shooting 43% for the game. Jerome passes to Caldwell Pope. Up top, Jerome. 6 to shoot. Back to Caldwell Pope. With the teardrop and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on MP.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over the break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's Champagnie. To the middle. He's looking for MP and finds him.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Jerome passes to Clark. Here's Jackson. Clark sets a screen for Jerome. Clock at 6. Pass to Clark. Shoots from 14. A rebound by the Spurs. MP's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Caldwell Pope.
Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Vassell finds MP.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And Jerome has got the ball here for Memphis. Trailing by 10. Jackson a screen on Barnes. Back to Jerome. Pass to Clark. MP grabs the miss. Morris has got his 16th rebound on the night. To the paint. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Both teams deciding to change it up. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Bounce pass for Jerome. There's a screen by Aldama. Back to Jerome. 5 on the clock. And he nails that one right through the net. Spurs leading by 8. Inside. And it's denied. Pass to Wells. Here's Coward. For 3. Jerome. No good.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Now here's Wells. Covered by Johnson. Now Aldama. They set the pick. Over MP. Johnson, the pass to MP. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Throws it down. What an assist!
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
That one misses for Clark. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9.
He's becoming a more potent offensive threat. When Johnson is catching and firing, it helps him get into a rhythm.
Here's Aldama, covered by MP. Aldama with the ball. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen by Aldama. Jerome fires. Morris pulls it down. Spurs leading by 8. Book it. MP with a tough shot.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
Here's Coward. Now Jerome. Harper with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. And they double up MP. Puts up a 3. And it doesn't go. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Now here's Wells. 1:24 left to play in the final quarter. It's off target. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's MP. Oh, what a play inside.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 12. Jerome with it. Up top, Aldama. Covered by MP. Good on the basket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Memphis foul. Brandon Clark. Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Not that time. It won't go. Here's Barnes. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Jackson. Barnes. 18 feet out. Count it.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you want to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away and still
MP. Fifth personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Jackson. At the line for...
And that one falls for Jackson. 16 seconds left in the game. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
I know you must be exhausted after playing the full 48 tonight, but talk about what it took to win.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm not going to hold you, Dom. Plenty of time to rest now, though. The important thing is we got the win. It's next man up. When someone goes down, the rest of us got their back.
We appreciate you talking to us. Always. Kevin, over to you.
Terrific stuff, Dominic. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard.
You know what? This one here almost the same, like the swimming.
Okay, that's only because we say Jeremy goes first. Oh, sweet. You gotta wait at least 30, 40 minutes.
I know that some
So yeah,
wouldn't
try some light activity first before an underwater breathing apparatus because a mermaid.
Let the bigs use their
you are
size
not.
and space to rebound and play making.
Birthday is coming up.
This is a dog for a cake.
How'd you know? They're shooting.
Because I've been posting cake photos on Saturday, and someone over here has been taking notice.
Like one photo.
Every photo. Look, I'm not mad.
We'll talk about players.
So we got that thing set up.
And I mean quality ingredients, okay? Chemistry.
Don't
shortchange me. Shortchange yourself.
Well, where else have you not been yet?
People are always listening in on your
Only for work, but I'd like to go for fun.
Oh yeah, get up to Seattle.
listening to us.
Good place for spring and summer trips. Oh, you don't escape like.
Are you sure there isn't some
whale watching?
hanging around
So
listening?
fun. Oh yeah, I'd love to spot some fins and get it on
Why would
video.
anybody be listening to us? We don't have anything interesting to say.
Then that's what.